Hey, we are back again for another reflections of a almost 40-year-old. And today we're talking about how fear is a thief. Okay? But before we get into all of that, can we give one time for the hair? Can we can we can we do that? Can we do that? Yeah. You love it? Listen, I'm going into 40 with a bang, all right? Let me tell you. TATT Studios, you did that. You did that. But anyway, back to this. Fear is a thief. And let me tell you, fear has stolen or had stolen a lot from me in my 30s and then even in my 20s. I realized I truly was living a long time in a lot of fear, right? Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that fear does not stop me from doing things sometimes right now or slow me down from doing things right now. Shoot, there's some things that I haven't done yet because of fear. See, it's annoying. But the one thing that I really realized is that, well, it's a couple of things I've realized about it, is that fear truly is a thief. It's stealing precious time in the blessing and in the place that God has for you, right? Every time we allow fear to stop us from doing something that one God has called us to do, or something that we feel like is like the next best step for us, then we're missing out on something that could be even better on the other side of it, right? And I was kind of reflecting over my 30s and I realized I had allowed fear to stop me from a lot of things. Like it had me wait a little bit longer than I probably should have to buy a house. I mean, granted, I think that the Lord blessed me with the home that I have right now because it was just on time, you know? But also, I held back on trying to buy a home for a while because I had tried to buy one early on in was that in my 30s? 2013. Probably just 2012, 2013. So just as I was turning 30, I tried to buy a house. I couldn't find anything that one was in my price range. But then two that I loved. And I think even that fear of failing at finding another house, or also, yeah, just had this stupid idea that I had to be married before I bought a house, when clearly with this house now, when I get married, this could be a rental. Like, clearly, like, we could be making money together, husband. Where are you, by the way? Anyway, but yeah, no, fear can be a thief. And no, a verse that keeps me is First Timothy. Is it First Timothy? I never remember if it's first or second Timothy, but it is the first verse. I mean, first chapter, seventh verse, and it says that God did not give us a spirit of fear, but he gave us power, love, and a sound mind. And I love those three words because there's so much packed up in there. First of all, he gives us power, right? And I believe there's a verse, I can't remember it right now. I probably should have prepared a little bit better. But there's a verse that talks about how we can overcome fear with the word. I can't remember it right now, but whatever. But then power, love. And I love in one of the Johns, it says that love conquers all fear, right? And then another verse, it talks about sound mind. God has given us his mind. We were made in the image of the creator. So of course we have a creative mind. Of course we have the ability to break free of the lies of the enemy. He gives us actually all types of ways to do that. He says that we must take captive every single thought, right? Like just because we think it doesn't mean that we have to believe it. And there's just so much. That's a good one. That might be one of my reflections. We'll see. But all of that to say is that fear does not have to be a thief in your life. Remember that God has given us power. He has given us a sound mind. He has given us love that conquers all fear, to be able to push past the foolishness of fear and go headlong into the things that God has called us to do. So here's to more of that in my 40s, and here's to more of that for you right now. By the way, I ain't forget, go ahead and join my email list. That would be the perfect birthday gift for me if you were thinking about what you would want to get me, Thanks.